We have another example of why you cannot hate the mainstream media enough. MSNBC tries to villainize Charlie Kirk minutes after his assassination by a leftist terrorist. These people are scum, the worst people on planet Earth.
We're showing, by the way, our affiliate in Utah and the aftermath of the shooting. You could see people running away pretty quickly, as you would imagine they would do at gunshots. The FBI director, Kash Patel, has weighed in on this. He just tweeted the following: "We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and the investigation." Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast. He opines on almost everything. He's been very closely aligned with the president since his initial run for office in 2015, 2016. And his ties to Trump really elevated his own brand. He was really quite young as an activist when the president launched his initial campaign. And he has kind of ridden along with MAGA since 2016 and built up a massive, massive brand of his own. His group has brought in tons and tons of money.
Actually, that wasn't the left's biggest fear about Charlie Kirk. It was the fact that he was bringing in tons and tons of new recruits for the conservative cause. That's what they were worried about. On to some more shameful MSNBC coverage.
Talk to me about the environment in which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this. But following up on what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
Even that pro-terrorist MSDNC activist of a reporter was shocked. She was at a loss for words. But yes, the atmosphere you have created, leftists.
As less than 24 hours ago, Charlie discussed the death of Irina Zarutska, to which CNN specifically called him out on.
Really, over the weekend, Elon Musk, Charlie Kirk, other Trump-aligned figures succeeded in making this senseless death a symbol.
And it wasn't the only time.
For someone like Charlie Kirk, he should be ashamed of himself. No one mentioned the word race, white, black, or anything except him. We don't know why that man did what he did. We don't know how to deal with people who are hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people. What happened was horrible.
You are making a damn dent.
Thank you. I'm kidding.
No, but I know, but I appreciate that. I mean, it's the reason you're here, because I think people need to understand your success, your influence.
As he broke through pop culture and gleefully leaned into it.
The South Park episode just dropped, and honestly, it is hilarious. I mean, we need to have a good spirit about being made fun of. This is all a success. This is all a win.
How worried do you get about somebody taking up the cause of Charlie Kirk?
What the left seems to be so stupidly unaware of is the fact that political assassinations, attempts at mass censorship, these tactics usually don't work. Especially with a society that's accustomed to having freedom of speech and freedom of thought. I know you leftists have really done a job on that in the last 8 years, but guess what? The spirit still lives in Americans. And guess what else? When you cut the head off a hydra, 9 heads emerge. So your assassination of Charlie Kirk is not going to help your cause. In fact, it just re-energizes, re-motivates thousands upon thousands of activists just like me. So guess what, leftists? The message didn't die with Charlie Kirk. The message will expand.